Vocabulary Building Part 1. My name Ridho Ahbi Nugroho. I studied level 3, 25, 10 age. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Ridho Ahbi Nugroho with student ID number 32510H. Here I will present my assessment about case study and presentation, which was give given by my lecturer, Mr. Bowie, and below I will explain and describe the excitement or presentation that I made and wanted with data that I got from journal that I read and understand. Intransitive partial verb. Intransitive partial verb are partial verb which syntactically don't have direct object that have them, because it does not have a direct object that follows its verb. This intransitive partial verb is inseparable between verbs and particulars. Verbs are partial verbs which syntactically do not have direct object that have them, because it does not have a direct object that follows its verb. The intransitive partial verb is inseparable between verbs and particles. According to Judge Dharma, semicolon 1992. There are seven analytical techniques in distributional technique are elimination, substitution, intrusion, expansion, permutation, repetition, and paraphrasing. Five example sentences about intrinsic partial verb. Number one, I grew up in New Zealand. Number two, you are driving too fast. You can slow down. Number three, you saw dress up for the party. Number four, nobody found out that I didn't have an invitation. Number five, I get up at 7 every morning. Transitive partial verb. Because of their complex morphosyntactic, semantic, and discourse pragmatic properties, transitive partial verb have equally fascinated and challenged linguistics of all kinds of theoretical pursuits for nearly a century. Semicolon Van Doyen, 1919. Beyond this structural and semantic aspect, various discourse properties of partial verb had attracted attention as they open up a potential for expressing meanings at several levels of discourse other than that of the ideational content. Example, the level of information structure or the level of participation interaction. Semicolon Silverin, 2006. Five example sentence and explain each example. Number one, I try to turn off my phone when I went to sleep. Turn off means to stop a machine or light from working. It is transitive because it means an object lives. Number two, she picked up her phone from the table. Pick up means to take something from a surface or place. The object is her phone. Number three, he put on his jacket because it was cool. Put on put on his shoes or wearing something. The object is jacket. Number four, he looks after him little brother every day. Love them means to take care of someone or something. The object is her little brother. Is her little brother. Number five, they call off on a meeting due to bad weather. Call off means to cancel an event or plan. It is transitive because it needs an object, meeting. Thank you very much. Next we go to case study presentation. Vocabulary building about case study. Case study 1. Vocabulary building with intransitive partial verb. Analyze how intransitive partial verbs support the vocabulary building process. In the journal I searched and analyzed, I found two scholars who address this issue. First, Y 2002 state that formulates, sequence, category verb phrase are not produced through Grammatical rules each time they are used, but rather retrieved directly from long-term memory, thereby accelerating language processing. Second, skip, semicolon, 2010, emphasizes that vocabulary consists not only of single words, but also of multi-word units that are crucial for communicative competence so that mastery of intransitive verb pass directly attributes of fluency and naturalness of language. Discursive difficulties commonly found in second language alone. In this discussion, and will also explain the reason behind this discussion. According to Ellis, 1997, one of the main difficulties lies in the influence of the first language, which often causes negative transfer when the structure of the first and second language differ significantly. This inference can result in persistent grammatical and lexical errors. Furthermore, Nation 2013 argues that limit vocabulary knowledge is a major obstacle, as learners may know individual words but lack knowledge of multi-word units and how words function in context. Provide empirical or research evidence to support your analysis. The explanation are already explained by an expert, Dagood and Love, 1985, provided early empirical evidence of the avoidance phenomenon, showing that humor learners of English tended to avoid present verb in favor of single verb even when they understood the meaning of the passive verbs "shimmer", "carry" and "skim", semicolon, 2016. Control law skill, testing that second language learners now only about 40% of the mass. 40% of the mass. Frequently used meanings of common parts of verb highlight the challenge posed by punishing and limited exposure. Case study: gender formation with suffix. Explain how gender suffix change the meaning of the best word. In this context, I rediscovered it in journal. In the journal. According to White et al. 1985, traditional gender marking in injuries often involves adding feminine suffix such as mean age ess to masculine stems. For example, actor, strip actress, writer, strip writers, and prince, strip princess. This type of derivation demonstrates how morphology can encode social and biological difference through word formation. However, Crystal 2000 notes that the use of gender-specific suffix 2003 notes that the use of gender-specific suffix has declined in modern English due to sociolinguistic change and a growing awareness of gender naturally. Case study 2. Gender formation with suffix. This is a example. 1. Actor and strip actress. In the morphological formation of actor, strip actress, it falls into the category of derivational suffixion. The root noun actor is combined with the feminine suffix mean ess to form actors. This process does not change the word class, but remain nouns, semicolon, but add a gender-specific semantic feature, marking the referent as female. The suffix mean "ess" is a productive feminine marker in a traditional English morphology. Number 2. Whiter strip whiters. In the words whiter, whiters, the morphology is also derived through suffixion. The masculine or neuter noun whiter becomes feminine by any suffix strip "ess", resulting in whiter. The grammatically category remains unchanged, but the meaning is modified to indicate the female gender. This illustrates how derivational morphology encodes social roles through gender marking. 3. Prince strip princess. The morphological influence in the word prince and princess is derivational, with addition of the feminine suffix strip "ess". This suffix creates a neo-lexical item by specific gender while maintaining the noun class. Morphologically, this process produces a different word than the inflectional variant, as, as it creates a separate lexical entry with distinct semantic specification. Number 4. Horse strip horses. The morphological process involves differentiation using the feminine marker strip "ess". The stem noun horse undergoes derivation to form "hustle", which marks the female partner, although the word class remains the same. This derivation introduces a gender distinction at the lexical level, reflecting traditional gender marking in English. Number 5. Hero strip heroine. The formation involves derivational suffixion, but with a different feminine suffix, strip "ine". The suffix strip "ine" attaches to base noun hero to indicate a female referent. This process does so a neolexical item with gender strip-specific meaning, and also involves a slight phonological change in pronunciation, which is common in derivational process. Provide empirical research from journal to support your analysis. Provide empirical research from journal to support your analysis is process where involved in gender or with suffix such as strip "ess" and strip "ine" has been widely discussed and empirically supported by linguistics. According to Plague, 2003, the remarking suffix in English are part of derivational morphology because they create neolexical items by adding semantic features such as female gender without changing the grammatical category of the base word. Study 3. Vocabulary formation with collective nouns. A linguist and expert comment, 2000, expressed that collective nouns have two semantic properties, namely they can be understood as a single unit, collective or unit reading, or as a collection of individual, distributive or member reading. From the perspective of vocabulary formation, it shows that English forms the concept of groups not through the addition of the plural morpheme, strip "is", but through Current lexical choice and enriching the vocabulary system conceptually and economically. Another subject verb agreement in each sentence. 1. The committee has approved the proposal. Commit is a collective noun that is grammatically singular. The use of the verb has indicates singular approval because a commit is understood as a single entity or official body acting together in decision making. This means that the focus of the sentence is on the collective decision, not the individual member. Number two, the jury was divided in its decision. Jury, I'll use a singular verb agreement with the verb was and the pronoun is, although the jury members differ in meaning. This sentence still treats the jury as a single institutional unit expression a different situation. Therefore, singular agreement is considered appropriate. appropriate. Number two, a swarm insect covered the field. The nominal past a group, which is in this sentence, is a single collective noun. The verb cover follows the singular because the point of the past is a collection of insects, not the insect itself. Conceptually, a group of insects is seen as a mass of our group acting together. The audience clapped loudly. Audience is a, audience is a collective noun. But in this context, the activity of clapping is performed by individual members, although the past tense of the verb clap does not show a morphological, singular, plural distinction. Conceptually, the sentence uses notional plural agreement because the speaker views the audience as a collection of individuals clapping. Number 5. The staff are attending a workshop today. Staff is followed by the verb are which indicates plural agreement. This occurs because staff is understood as individuals engaged in a common activity, semicolon, attending the workshop, not as a single institution. This pattern is very common in British English and reflects a distributive interpretation interpretation. Provide research-based justification for your claims using journal and one theory. The theory and journal to change it. The existing explanation in this context is explained by an expert I quote from a journal named Corbett, semicolon 2000, who explained that although collective nouns like a commit, jury, audience, and staff are grouped as conceptualized, and staff are grammatically singular. Their verb agreement can vary depending on whether the group is conceptualized as a single unit or as many individuals. When the collective noun is interpreted as a unified entity, performing a single institutional action, singular agreement is preferred. Example, the committee has approved the proposal. Conversely, when the collective noun is understood as a collection of individuals performing separate or disparate action, plural agreement becomes acceptable, acceptable, or even preferred. Semicolon example, staff is attending the workshop today. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.